Deportation. Deportation is one of the things that really happens to someone that is planning to move abroad. It happens when you have already reached on the other side of the country that you're going in. So when you reach at the airport on the other side, they stop you from entering. So what are the things that can really stop you from entering the country that you're going in? So let's say this video is not for you, but you have a friend that is planning to move. What are the things we are supposed to know in the process of traveling so that we cannot be deported? I know you can say deportation may be the people that have done really something wrong, but really deportation is real. I just faced that and I know what it really means to be deported. It is one feeling that is not so good for anyone to realize or face. It was really tough. I just felt like I was doomed. I felt like I've lost everything. I'm a failure. I'm not good enough. But those are some of the mistakes we can really avoid if we plan well from the start. We have to put in focus on the small details that can really cause us to be deported. So in this case, I will share my story, then we just see what are the reasons that can really add up for someone being stopped from coming or entering that country that someone is planning to go. So my story was another case. I was traveling on a business ticket. So when you're traveling on a business ticket, that means that you are going for business. You should be having cash in hand. So in this case, the cash I was having was not really enough. I was going to find money the other side. So I couldn't tell the people and understand me that the money I'm having is not enough. The money is already in the country. So they wanted to see the money. So in this case, whether you're trying to move for a tourist visa, that is what you're planning to go on business or to tourist, name other. So you have to make sure you are planning according to the details that are really needed. You are going for work, let's say to Canada, you're going in another country for work. You should be having a work permit. You should be having documents that really shows that you applied, you got a job. If you're going for studies, you should be able to present the papers that shows that really you're qualified to enter and you're going for studies. If you're having error, mistake, any of the documents that are not really adding up, please, you're going to be deported. It isn't something that's to be laughed at, because I would decide not to share my own story. But if my story can really help someone, then it's really good to share it out so that I can help another person that is trying to move to another country. Make sure that if you're going and you're going for work, your work really needs a driving permit, you have to present the right papers for driving permit, that driving license. Show them that you really know what you're doing. If you try to forge papers and they get you, you're going to be deported. Avoid forging papers. And sometimes people will tell us that don't worry, don't mind. Those are the agents that are taking us. If you are trying to work with an agent and is telling you this is not that, make sure that everything is on point, because whenever you are deported, it is money, it is expenses. You are entering into a double expense. That is coming back, buying another ticket, even getting another visa. So that is the whole point of this video. How can we really avoid deportation? So if you can know all the details of your travel, or the requirements of the other country, or the documents, what are the reasons, what are the points that are put into your traveling? We have to put eyes on every detail, not to say that it's not necessary, you will come back. So if you're trying to travel, so be aware of some of the things that are really needed and travel well. I just wish you the best. Enjoy. What if you are deported? Because I was deported, I came back to my country, and after a week, I was able to process other documents and buy another ticket, and I just went back. This time, I was having everything. So, what if you're deported? Firstly, if you have ever been deported, and if you're told you be deported, it is not the end of the world. It doesn't mean you are doomed. It doesn't mean you are not good enough. That means that something was missing, and you can still make a life. If you go back or you stay home, you still can make a life. It doesn't matter, because you can be deported and you don't have the money to process the process back. And if at all you stay home, you can still focus and make it. And if at all you go, then make sure that your documents, everything, every other requirement that is asked, make sure that you have it, to avoid embarrassment, because it isn't something really good. Because when you're deported in some countries like UAE, you can even come with a soldier beside you. Yes, they deport you having a security. When you come, then they hand you over to the security of your own country. That is embarrassment, and it isn't something funny. You may say it's funny, but you can really avoid this. At all you watched to the end of this video, just know that this is not the end of the life. You can still make it whether you're deported or not. So if this video was really useful, consider subscribing, like, and comment. So that's it. Bye bye.